I want to give a quick update on the progress for the book. It's currently Friday afternoon. It's June 9th when I'm recording this, and I just popped open a beer. It's from Upslope. It's their IPA. And currently the beer is actually spilling for some reason. It's not pouring out of here right. Nevertheless, we can move forward with the update. So Carl's been out of town. He's been out of town for, I think, like almost 2 weeks now. It's hard to remember. We still text back and forth. We're in touch, but it's been a while. And he's having a good time. We have a writing retreat planned in about 1 month. Before he left, he and I caught up and we were like, how much do we want to have done before we go out to Leadville? And he was like, I want to have like half written, or at least really well thought out, maybe more. So I've been trying to do some writing. It's been a while since I've written much. Now, Carl and I both have blogs. I used to publish something like once a week, and then I got out of it, and really I've been doing a lot more on the podcast side and YouTube side. So really I haven't been writing very much at all. I'll create an outline for some of the content, and then I usually don't script everything out or spend a whole lot of time writing or editing. So I knew this was going to be a little bit tougher for me than Carl, because I think Carl has spent a lot more time writing more recently than I have. So that said, I was gotta get my act together here. I'm gonna clean up this beer. I'm gonna pause just for a second. All right, I'm back. One of the deals, I'll start back with my story in a second here. One of the deals, we're not editing these kind of update and vlog videos. We're just gonna roll with it, keep it really casual, keep it straightforward, and I'm gonna sip some beer occasionally. So I'll try not to ramble on for too long either. Okay. So I knew I was going to have to maybe work a little bit harder, get back into writing just a little bit, because it's been a while. It's been probably like 5 years since I've really, written a lot, especially at the length of like what you would need to do for a book. So basically what I've been doing is walking up to Panera, which is very close. It's like less than a mile away. So I'll walk over there because I'm part of the Sip Club right now, which is like unlimited drinks. Every 2 hours you can get like a fountain drink or a coffee. And it's so close that I can actually like go over there, and it's like a nice little break to go walk over there and get a coffee or whatever. And I have been walking over, grabbing a drink, and I'll write. They don't tell you this, but basically you can just keep getting refills the whole time you're there. They don't really watch. Drinks are cheap. The cool thing is they have a free trial. So if you are unfamiliar with the Sip Club, they have a free trial. So 2 months free. And I may stick with it. It's only $12 a month anyway. And I'm going like multiple times a day. So they're losing money on the whole deal. Anyway, been going up there, and then I'll write. I'm not putting any kind of big pressure on myself or anything like that. Usually I'll be able to write like about 1,000 words an hour, something like that. I haven't been staying more than about an hour. So usually I'm getting like 1,000 words done. The first 2 times that I went was a real struggle. And one good thing about me is I'm not a perfectionist anymore. I used to be. I used to really try to do a good job. For this kind of creative work where you're like writing and you just got to get it out. And I had a lot of imposter syndrome, and I had a lot of issues like, why the fuck do I think that I should even write this book? That kind of thing. And I was like, I just gotta, we got a little bit of an outline. I think the outline's shit, but I'm like, I just have to work through it. I know what I'm supposed to be working on here. So just get some words on the paper. You could fix it up later. And that's the key. Just get started, get that momentum going, and then I'm good. Like I said, first 2 days, train wreck. I was like, this is not good. This is terrible. But I'm like, just get it out of your head. You can fix it up later. And sure enough, by like day 3, I was doing much, much better. And I haven't done like a really like long session. I could have maybe today. I had enough time and I had enough energy, but I'm trying not to, I mean, it's a book on laziness, right? So I'm trying not to push it too hard, and I stop before I feel like I'm exhausted or anything like that. Like I said, I'm only doing like an hour max. Sometimes I just go in there, I'll read for a few minutes, and then I'll start writing, and I'll stop, and then I'm good to go. Then I walk back. So it's been pretty good. I haven't been doing it every day, but it's like most days in the last week or 2. Is Carl working on the book? I don't know. Not sure. What I do know is he's been filling out more stuff in the outline, like a lot of stuff. So he will be able to write it, bang it out pretty quick. I don't think he's done much specific writing yet. Hopefully we have an update from him. He is on vacation, but he's been talking, and we text back and forth. So I know he's been thinking a lot about some of the topics in there. And the fact that he's on vacation is kind of funny, but he is thinking about the laziness aspect. So hopefully we'll be able to get a really good first draft, and then he and I can churn through it, try to improve it over time. We'll have a nice finished product. We've already reached out to one of our friends, MK Williams. She's been on the show before, but she's a writer, but she also helps people self-publish. So we reached out to her, and we'll engage her when the time's right. Carl and I, like I said, we have about 1 month from today before we're going to be heading out to Leadville. I got a cool place. We're not necessarily frugal. Maybe Carl's a little more frugal than I am, but like, it's really hard when you're looking at like 2 Airbnbs, 2 kind of equal places. And we're like, this one has, I was looking, right? I was like, Carl, I'll take care of this. But I was like, this one has too many rooms. There's only 2 of us. And I was like, it'll be kind of nice if we each have our own bathroom and kind of our own area and all that kind of stuff. But it's not essential. Like, we've shared a room before. But having the space is kind of nice. And having more space and more rooms in the place gives us like more opportunity. Like if we're like, hey, I need a break or whatever, we have that space. Or if we're like, hey, I want to go right in this other room just to get a change of scenery, that could be cool. He and I have never done anything like this before in the past, let alone like working on the book with a partner. So we're going to see how it goes. I think we're both excited enough that we're going to be really productive at the place, funny enough, while we're writing a laziness book, but it should be pretty exciting. And we're both very much looking forward to it, getting out of our normal routine and all that stuff. So that's how it's going so far. I don't even know how many words that I've written. I need to consolidate a couple things, and he and I need to like re-look at the outline. We kind of like got just enough done so that we can move forward, but we haven't like gone through it to like scrutinize the sections and all that stuff. So there'll be a little waste in there, but it's not the worst thing. And I think that's it for today. Check in for future updates.